Rhino, if this is a code for a movie coming up this weekend or here recently, I am lost for words. Tanya, are you familiar with this music?
I'm not, unless it's Black Adam.
That's it. It's his theme song.
Is it? Okay. I was like,
It's
I figured.
still fresh. Still new to me.
We have gotten kind of on a little bit of a pattern here of him putting out the little fillers for us when we come in here on Fridays on Good Things for our movie review with Tanya, and I'm like, man, I don't know that one, but now I do. Is Black Adam doing very well? You said
it is. It actually, sometimes the projections are right and sometimes they're not, and they got it.
But I would go watch The Rock read the newspapers. I don't know if I would really go, but I think he is just a draw for a lot of people.
I think so too, and I think it's sparked kind of a new flame for the DC universe, and everybody's excited about what's to come. And this is kind of a launch of a whole nother group of movies. At least that's the rumor. We don't know for sure.
People seem to like that kind of thing. So what's going on today or tonight or this weekend?
Yeah, there's really only one big new release in the theaters, and this one I feel like we are going to see some Oscars being awarded.
Really?
It's called Till, about Emmett Till. It was primarily filmed in Atlanta, but also in Greenwood. And of course it's tied to Mississippi, unfortunate part of our past, but it is what makes this movie so interesting and so well done is it is told from the eyes of his mother. And we all know from learning about him that she, the good that came from his death was that she really did a lot of positive work for civil rights. And so
through the pain of losing a kid.
Yeah. And it's amazing because it's like, she took the passion for her son to do so much good in the world. And she actually wrote a book, Mamie Till, and this is based off of that. That was kind of the beginning of making this movie, and it's directed by a female, and she's been around a while, but I think this is the one that's going to really get her noticed. Her name is, I'm going to try to say it, Chino Chuku, and she just does a beautiful job. And the other interesting thing about this, because it's told from the mother's perspective, and the mother was not there when Emmett was killed, because he was visiting relatives. We don't see that. But
I also think that was very intentional from what I heard.
Yeah, it is. And the director, that was her goal. One of the main things she wanted to do when she told this story is she wanted to leave that out of it. And with it coming from the mother's perspective, it made sense,
Right.
But the actress that plays Emmett's mom, Mamie, is incredible. She's definitely going to be nominated for an Oscar, but I have never cried so much because, of course, I'm a mother of young boys, but so that hit me hard. And then, she just is incredible. So I would be shocked if she's not nominated, and then I feel very confident she might actually win.
Chris from Greenwood added, there were also a lot of filming for Till took place in Wayside south of Greenville at the Belmont Plantation.
Oh, okay.
So you got Greenville, you've got different places throughout Mississippi.
Yeah, and Women of the Movement, I believe is what it was called, a TV series, was also filmed in Greenwood. And it's already aired on ABC. But, I find it seems like that always happens. It's like when a person or a plot idea or whatever happens, it seems to come in twos. So I think it's very interesting that, we've got this fantastic movie, and then we also had the TV series about Emmett Till. So,
so that will be a good one to go out and to see. Will it be streaming at all, or
it's not going to stream? So you got to go to the theater for this one. It was released limited a couple of weeks ago, but it's wide here. wide this weekend. So I feel certain you can find it.
With it still being the weekend before Halloween, I guess Halloween
there's
Die or Dead or whatever. This one.
Halloween Ends is
That
still
one.
there. Yeah, there is all kinds of good scary options if you're into it. Of course, Halloween Ends. And it's doing okay. I don't think it's doing as well as they thought it would, but I think it's because they're streaming it at the same time,
Yeah.
So not everybody's going to run to the
Absolutely.
theater if they can stay home.
Under the covers in a locked door
Yes,
near my.
and you can watch it in the daylight.
Yes.
Smile is still out there, is a creepy horror movie. And then Barbarian is still out. That's the one about the girl or woman that rents like an Airbnb and it goes bad.
I can't watch things that could really happen. Jeff in Oxford wants to know, have you seen the movie Fall? Can't remember if Tanya reviewed it.
Yes, that was the one with the people stuck on the radio tower. They climbed the radio tower.
Do they fall? Okay. I can't do it.
Yeah. I know. It's like I don't consider myself afraid of heights. Like in a controlled environment, like a roller coaster where you're strapped in, but something like that, I could not do it.
No, not happening. Not for me.
Yeah. And then Disney Plus announced today that they are actually going to do a broadcast of Encanto. It's a stage presentation that will be filmed in Los Angeles at the Hollywood Bowl, starring all of the stars from the film. And they are going to do, it's not going to be like a complete redo of the movie, but it's going to have just nice special effects and the actors and actresses singing. So they're going to bring that to Disney Plus later this year in December. So that if you're an Encanto fan, and I certainly am, that's something to look forward to.
I know that's a popular Halloween outfit this year.
Yeah. And I've been seeing a lot of siblings or cousins dressing as, the three sisters. And so it's really cute. If you've got three girls, you can do Encanto or you can do Hocus Pocus.
Which, is it still out?
Yeah, it's still out there too. And it seems to be, to me, it's being promoted now more than ever. So I guess they're trying to get some Halloween money.
I'm sure, absolutely, with that coming up on Monday. And then, you'll have all the classic scaries will be streaming.
Oh, yeah.
All weekend on all the things for all the things. If you had a favorite Halloween movie, maybe not the Halloween, the franchise, but like Halloween-y movie, like what's yours?
Yeah, to me, the scariest movie is Poltergeist.
Oh my God, yes.
That was the one that kept me up at night when I was a kid.
Do you know Candyman's turning 30?
Wow.
It's this year or whatever it may be. I remember watching I would have been 9, so I shouldn't have watched it when it came out. But I know it was kind of like a big deal when it first came out. Some of you went, "What? Am I that old?" Yes, you are.
I know. That hurts.
To think about it that way. Okay, anything streaming?
Yeah, there's one on Netflix called The Good Nurse. And, you were talking about you don't like things that could actually really happen. And unfortunately, this is based on a true event. But it's Jessica Chastain and Eddie Redmayne, which really intrigues me because I always have thought they look alike. They look like they could be brother and sister to me, but they play nurses in this movie, and they become kind of work friends, and there's just a lot of suspicious deaths going on in this hospital that they work at, and he is the prime suspect, and so she has to get involved and try to get him on tape, recording, admitting that he's done, these horrible things. Why
they always make them admit it? It's like, if I was harboring a secret, I don't know if I would just slip up and just admit it to anybody.
Yeah, well, the thing about him, and I don't think I'm spoiling anything, is he managed to kill all of his patients without touching them. So I guess that's why it was hard. I don't think that secret needs to be out, out into the world. Yeah. Bo from Starkville brings up my favorite Halloween still, the Great
Pumpkin Charlie Brown,
Oh, yeah,
which,
yeah.
if you want to see it, it's not going to be streaming on TV this year. It's actually going to be on, I think it's Apple TV, if I am correct in that. And so they bought the rights. But I think Apple will give you free something or another if you want to watch it. They're trying to get you there, but they have taken the rights from PBS, so it will not be. I'm sad about that. That was kind of like a tradition. Not that I won't watch it that way, but still.
Yeah, it's a great one. And we were actually talking about Linus and the Great Pumpkin this week at my house.
Yeah, that's kind of a tradition for a lot of families. All right, well, we'll see you back next week.
Yep, sounds good.
All right, y'all stick with this. We got